Cool life tips that will save you a fortune or less. As the cost of living continues to skyrocket and minimum wage stays stagnant, consumers of all ages need to find useful ways to budget, cut corners, and use coupons in order to survive in this capitalist society. People resort to DIY projects to figure out how to make their lives easier and buy cheaper products that save them money. There are certain financial tips and tricks, such as setting aside 10% of your income every month, that are kind of obvious. But there are other DIY or do-it-yourself tips that you can employ in order to save those dollars. Before we begin this video, don't forget to join the Bestie universe by subscribing to our channel. This way you won't miss any of our new videos and you'll stay up to date with all the awesome new videos and cool facts that we post every day, so don't miss out. Now, keep watching for some of the coolest life tips and tricks that will save you money. These life hacks are easy, fun, cheap, and are bound to save you money. Number 6. Fixing scratches on the screen of your phone. If you're wondering how to get rid of scratches from the screen of your phone, we've got you covered. These easy life hacks will give you justification for placing toothpaste on a cellular device screen. Obviously, nothing aside from a new screen is going to fix a cracked screen like that, but a small dab of toothpaste, make sure it's paste-like and not those gel types, applied with a microfiber cloth can help reduce the size of small scratches or simply make them less glaring. Talk about a life hack, right? So there you go. That's the first freebie DIY for you. Up next, we'll get into how to make homemade pillowcases to a DIY dog bed. There are multiple ways for you to save money, all the while recycling your used clothes. Number 5. Do-it-yourself crop top. For girls or guys who want a crop top for free, there is a cheap and easy do-it-yourself solution. Here's how to make one. Find a tank top that you want to convert into a crop top. Cut a square from the bottom up, only on the back of the shirt. Next, cut a straight line down the middle of the front of the shirt from the bottom all the way up to the neckline. At this point, your shirt should be missing a huge square portion on the back, and it should be cut open on the front down the middle with 2 flaps. Wrap the front 2 flaps around each other and tie it, and there you have it. Now you know how to make a crop top made from an old tank top. These crop tops can be suitable for dresses, business casual, or simply just casual if you want to flaunt those abs. Did you know that there's also a really cool, cheap way you can make and recreate lampshades and make them look creative, fun, and unique? Well, stick around until the end to find out different types of things you can do with your lampshades to make them more unique. Number 4. DIY cat box. Most cats love an empty box. That $200 cat tree you paid for? Nah. But that box from the grocery store that you got for free, they are all in. Here's how to make their favorite boxes a little more cozy and comfortable. Find a t-shirt that you no longer want to keep, or if you're okay with wearing a cat fur drenched tee, that fits around the box. Place it over the box with the neck over the hole of the box. Tuck the sleeves into the sides of the box, and there you go. A nice, warm, cozy box for your cat to glare at you out of. Keep watching as we continue to count down the best cool life hacks that will save you money. Number 3. Sewing trick. For those of us that lack the capability to sew very well, or slightly average for that matter, here's a cool life hack trick that doesn't require you to use a needle and a string. All you need for this is a blank pillow and a t-shirt that you don't want with a cool pattern. Cut out the size of the pillow on the shirt. Make sure you have the front and the back cut out in the shape of a pillow. Then, cut a square out of all 4 corners. All you have to do now is fray the edges on all 4 sides. Fraying means cutting up into a shirt, which leaves a piece of cloth hanging. Your next step is to place the pillow between the 2 pieces of clothing, which should be in the shape of your pillow, with squares cut out of the corners and frayed on all sides. The final step is to tie those frayed ends together so that they stay together. See? No sewing necessary. Number 2. Do-it-yourself dog bed. Many pet owners treat their dogs like children, and with good reason too. A dog is a man's best friend. But from dog treats to vaccinations all the way to dog beds, Those expenses can pile up, so if you have a loose sweater lying around that you probably won't wear anymore, you can turn it into a dog bed with a little bit of time, patience, and sewing skills. First, you need a small square pillow that fits in the sweater. It should form a square from the bottom. Now, all you have to do is insert the pillowcase and stuff the rest with cotton. Wrap the sleeves around so they meet and touch and sew them together. And that's it. Number 1, dog collars. You will love this do-it-yourself dog collar. Sometimes, dog collars are not only expensive, but they lack a bit of creativity. They're all about the same, just with different dog tags. There have been some creative ones in the form of backpack straps or metal chains. But this one is not only creative, but free of charge as well. All you need is a dress shirt that you're willing to part with and a pair of scissors. Cut the collar off the dress shirt that you no longer desire and pin it around the neck of your dog. Not only do you have a cute collar for your dog now, but they also look professional, cute, and ready for a job interview. Now that you know some awesome and cheap things you can create that won't cost you a fortune, here are some ways you can repurpose and restyle your lampshades. That way, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for fancy, creative lampshades. You will love these ultimate do-it-yourself lampshades. So, for the perfect DIY creative lampshade, get a whole bunch of pencil crayons, then hot glue gun them to the outside of your lampshade. Continue doing so until you cover the whole surface area of the lampshade. Make sure you glue the length of the crayon into the shade so it doesn't fall off. Heat-resistant glue works best since there will be a bulb inside. You can also create a cool feathered lampshade. This one might be a little more time-consuming, but it will certainly be worth your while. Get an empty water bottle jug, preferably a gallon jug. Proceed by removing the bottom of the jug. Next, get a whole bunch of plastic spoons and cut off the handle. Place some hot glue on the broken handle of the spoon. Glue it onto the water bottle with the spoon facing upwards. Glue it all the way around and voila! You've got a feathered lampshade. And here's another awesome lampshade idea. Find an old tattered lampshade that you want to replace and renew. Remove the beaten up lampshade and replace it with a piece of construction paper. Wrap it around the metal ring of the lampshade and then glue the ends together. Print out an image that you want to replicate on your light source. Whether it's a landscape or an animal or a space, it really doesn't matter. Using a tiny pin, poke the holes around the landscape, in essence, creating the landscape or scenery by poking tiny holes around the image or stencil. Remove the image that you placed around the construction paper, and now, when you go to turn on the light, the lampshade should get you an illuminated desired scenery. So there you have it, some awesome and cheap life hacks, tips, and tricks that will save you a fortune and bring out your creative side. We hope that you have fun with them. What do you think of these tips in this video? What other cool money-saving tips do you have that weren't mentioned in this video? Let us know in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.